Good morning. Good morning. If I sound winded, it's because I am. I started some new exercises this morning. I was like, holy moly, if this is any indication, these work and I need to do them. Anyhow, I had to do what I had to do yesterday. Mainly, I did have a headache, but it wasn't unworkable. I could have worked, whatever the right suffix and prefix is. I am overwhelmed by, there's too much going on. There's just too much. And I'm falling into, how can we live in a country like this? That I can't get rid of the narrative in my head. So just know that there are times when I just have to completely back off because of the circumstances in the United States are not favorable to kind, normal people. They're just not. And I have kind, normal people friends that I can't be around for any length of time right now, and haven't for 8 years. 8 years. And there are times when it just gets to me. It really does just get to me. And I'm not letting them win, trust me. But I have had to back off. And I have talked about this before. I have backed off from a lot of social stuff. I used to be a little social butterfly. I am not. Because I found that I was having fun where I was to a degree. But I was also coming home angry. Every single event. And it was not worth my mental health for that. None of my friends understand that. None of my inhuman friends understand that. But I'm in a state where it just, that's the thought process here. And I'm in South Carolina. Hello. That says a lot right there. I love South Carolina. I'm not happy with the people in South Carolina, the majority of the people in South Carolina right now. There are still some good ones out there. I'm not going any farther than that. I could spew for hours. My husband and I do spew for hours. My husband used to be the head of the Republican Party in South Carolina in college, at his college level. He was being groomed. I mean, we are Republicans. I am a middle-of-the-road Republican. I do believe in free choice for women. I do believe in no lies need to be told for a government to run. And I'm not so crazy about narcissistic, greedy people. But other than that, I'm still a Republican. I don't believe California has gotten themselves. I grew up in California. I grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area. California has gotten themselves into trouble by saving the spotted owl. Do I love spotted owls? Why, of course I do. I talk about owls all the time on my Hobonichi. But when you're taking the entire economy of the state to a direction of the spotted owl instead of the people, when you have tragedies, you can't afford to correct them. Now, nobody in the United States, probably the entire world, could deal with what's happening in Southern California right now correctly or efficiently or fast or a speedy recovery. There's no speedy recovery for that. It is horrific, tragic, all of it. My sister still lives in California. She's in the Central Valley, but she has friends that have lost houses. I mean, everybody knows somebody in California that has lost, at least one person that has lost a house. And not just, damaged, flattened. And the lies that are being told is horrific. The incoming administration did the exact same thing in North Carolina. They were trying to make sure that everybody in North Carolina after Hurricane Helene knew that they weren't going to get what they got because illegal immigrants were going to take it. That's so many expletives that I can't say on this channel. It's so wrong. How could you do that to a country or a group of people that are in such tragedy? The same thing's happening in California. They're blaming water systems that don't exist and never did exist. They're blaming fish that don't exist. It's just horrific. But California has gotten themselves into a bind. I don't believe Gavin Newsom should be taken away. No, I don't believe, because what we could get worse, what they would put in there would be way worse. And only, Mark Zuckerberg would be healed. He doesn't have a house in danger, I don't think. And if he does, he'll just build another, $140 million mansion. I should not even be saying any of this. I should not, because I try so hard, but there are times when it just starts spewing, and it's just horrific. So all of that to say, I had to just step back yesterday, and the only way I could do it was to film my work and then clench my jaws and talk quickly to complete a video. Do I have to complete a video? No. Do I have to do a video every day? No. And by the end of this month, after the 20th, I may not do the rest of the month. I don't know. People need to be better than this. People are better than this. There are a few the number's growing, but there's a few bad apples that are just horrific. When Zelensky from Ukraine offers firemen and people to help to put out fires in the state that they're in because of another oligarch, hello. I just, it's horrific. It's in our family. I mean, my husband's has a very close family member that was completely different, free thinking, to the point where when he was younger, he was called the hippie in the family, and Ken was called the straight-laced guy. He has been taken to another direction. I don't know how willingly. It upsets other people in the family. It's okay. I'm stopping. I think I'm going to the beach this weekend. I think we have a new air conditioner coming today. So yeah, if you weren't here, what is today? Thursday? Tuesday. The regular maintenance guys came to check the filters and whatever they do, because our whole entire underneath our house is encapsulated because of humidity and blah blah blah. They had to check that twice a year, and that system. And there were two guys, and they came in. One of them came in with his phone, and he goes, "Ma'am," because Ken was somewhere else. He was, I don't know where he was, in the boathouse. I don't know where he was. And he goes, "Ma'am, are you aware that your entire unit is covered in ice?" I'm like, "No." "No, Ken, help." So we started discussing what's wrong. The unit is 14 years old, of course, out of warranty, and nothing is built to last that long anymore. So we had to get a new unit, the entire unit. Not ductwork. We've done that before too, but I mean, it is what it is. So they're coming to do that today. Luckily, they have everything close by. I think they had to get something in Charlotte and something in Greenville, parts of it. So they're coming today, anytime now, actually. And it's just, so that's what's happening around here today. So I'm trying to film my video before they get here, because I'm not sure how much electricity they're going to turn off for how long. We are going to do, what did I say we were going to do? We did bones and arm. Oh, science joins art, which I forgot to go get something. I got to go get something. Okay, I might get organized today, and I might not. Why I went off on that tangent is to say that I am taking all of the political evilness out of my Hobonichi. I'm still going to do it because I still feel like we need to be informed, no matter how bad it is or how much filled with lies it is and all this kind of stuff. I still think we need to know what is happening, but I don't want it in my daily Hobonichi because it is taking a toll on me. At least it did this week. I'm not going to let them win, that's for sure. But they did win yesterday. They won yesterday. But the good news is there's at least a ceasefire. That doesn't mean they're finished, but at least there's a ceasefire. I think Biden's leadership is trying to put boundaries on things that they have, good things, so that it can't be destroyed in the name of better politics. So anyhow, I did not buy. I got this brochure from our public library several years ago, and it had some good stuff in it. Funnily enough, under a different regime, same guy coming in, but things like the word hope was in here and different things in here that just brought me hands-on art instead of news. Oh dear. Make sure your paintbrush water doesn't dip over. Just different things went in here. And I played with it a little bit yesterday. Because, I mean, everybody needs a little bit of Steven Tyler at times. Stuff that I did. Create your own field trip. That kind of stuff. There were great titles in here. Southern Tales. Some of these are mine. Actually, that one might be Bogey. I think that is Bogey. At the very end, he was a little old man, 16. But, I mean, this is gorgeous. I probably won't do anything to that. But I think, and I'm not going to do it in this, but I'm going to take something like this and call it This Isn't Normal. This Isn't Normal journal. And just do something and create better headlines for myself to look at. So, in doing so, I painted one in there yesterday. Actually, I didn't paint it. I went over it. Where was it? Wasn't that one? Wasn't that one? This. I added the black and the white, which was gray, calamari stamp to it. Over here too a little bit. Just in an effort to not let them win yesterday, but they still won. Only yesterday. And I did, I still had a lot of black left, so I painted black markings and this, just in an effort to, this is where I was yesterday. And I still have some topics in here that I want to maybe delve into. This is an idea book. Oh, that's gorgeous. Not so much, sometimes color, but I had some words here that I was going to write in here. And I think this was based on a class that I took from Bai Bun. She did a sketchbook journal in the summer. Maybe this was it. I don't know. There's stuff in here that I could play with. This is not even my writing. I don't know where these came from. I saw these. Oh, these came from a lady I bought paper from on Etsy probably like 2.5 years ago. It was all divided into different bags. There's just all kinds of stuff in here. I have like tons of these kind of books. This was Bai Bun, did a broken shark with a bunch of stuff for an art installation. And I was trying to do like a shark eating people in Florida and South Carolina because we had sharks. Oh no, that was Ian. There's just all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, I do like that. Kind of like an abstract iris. Celebrate the passing. I don't know what that says. I don't even know what that says. There's some bases in here I could work with, maybe. Different ideas for journals. I did this maybe last year when I was going to Missouri for my quilt retreat. I did a couple things ahead of time, and this was one of them. An idea for a whole journal. So I played in this yesterday a little bit. I played in my 4-inch one too. All of this to say. My shelf just caved in. Sorry, stop. Oh, sorry about that. I did find a missing glue piece. I mean, glue stick. So that's great. All right. So this was yesterday. I love this. Just by adding 2.5 little tiny things on top of something else and kind of putting some of this in the background made me very happy. So today, I need to catch up on this. Science joins art. So I cut out 3 things. And when I was a kid, probably like junior high, middle school, whatever you want to call it, age, we called it junior high, I loved the periodic table of elements. And I think I know why now. It's taken me an unbelievable amount of years to figure this out, but I think I know why. It's organized, it's colorful, it's little squares, you know, organization, symbols, new numbers. I just loved it. And I've practically had some of it, a lot of it memorized. I wouldn't have won a science contest, but and that same teacher made us do notebooks, and we had to color coordinate them. We had to, like, you would put like earth science here in blue, and then ABC, rocks, space, whatever. You know, you had subcategories, and they were in an outline form, but it had to be colorful. And I'm like, hello. He was not a good man in person, but now we know he wasn't, but he did have a good teaching aesthetic, which is sad that he was doing things on the side that he should not have been doing. But anyhow, okay. So I cut out the symbol for silver, the symbol for gold. The symbol for silver is AG. And I used to know their numbers, 47. I'm not sure if that's, I can't remember now. Is that where they come in to play it in the periodic table of elements? I don't know. AG comes from the Latin word argentum, which means silver. I used to know a lot of these too. The elements, the symbols for gold is AU. That I do remember. And 79 is the number. And AU is the chemical symbol for gold, derived from the Latin word aurum, which means shining dawn. We have shining dawns at the beach. I'm ready to go back for a shining dawn. I'm past ready to go. So many things keep happening here. And then, because we're talking about an area where they were doing silver and gold digging, but they also had found the dinosaurs, and dinosaurs are science too. So I have a little thing about Ichthyosaurus. Early Triassic. They were carnivores. They were reptiles. So I think I'm going to print these twice because I think I want them back here, but I want them at the base of my spread. So I'm going to print them. I'm going to leave this, but this is going to be something like this here. But I'm going to take these 3 and put them here because this is science. Science, what did I call it? Science meets art. Science joins art. And this was a phrase they used because the display at the Nevada Museum of Art brought in artists and scientists together for their exhibition, which is really super cool. And I would not have known any of this if I hadn't have just stumbled across a PBS art show, which I found another glue stick when my whole shelf caved in here. And I'm just going to kind of put these in random spots, see what happens. But I also think I'm going to do more stuff to the background and then do a lot of what I've already done here in this book is this paint. But I have a little tiny, my little circle, what is this, jelly plate. And I can do maybe stuff with it too. But I found, tiny little snippets of paper actually on the floor. And I think I kind of want to go with them. I used this yesterday, but I'm going to cut it again. I can get rid of those. There was a time when I couldn't, but that stuff I can get rid of. This is just stuff that's sitting here. So I'm just putting elements down. Elements of paper that will may or may not ever be seen again, but they will add something. I don't want this straight edge here, but I like that. All right, what else is over here? What is this? We can add this. Or maybe just do like a collage. Maybe keep some of it here and some of it not. Let's do that. We haven't done a cluster in a good long while. Okay, kind of like that. Okay, we're going to go with that. And then we're going to get out some paint. Oh, first we're going to do some more mark making though. With my good friend, the Black Stabilo. These are all scraps that were sitting here on the side of my desk. This is even Halloween paper. I see bones and skeletons in there now. Skulls. So that tells you how long that's been there. I started a new exercise this morning in an effort to try to increase my endorphins. Get these people out of my head. But it's kind of like I'm up to 50, well, 55-ish chair lunges now. Okay. And on top of that, we have 8-pound barbells that let's do something with this. Lots of print. I want some more print. But you spread your legs and you take this barbell and you put it over here, but you're bending over and stretching and doing another kind of lunge. But it's working on your waistline, it's working on your arms, it's working on the back of your legs. Ask me how I know that. The first time I could only do 10 sets this morning, and I was like, whoa, if this is any indication that I need this. I'm listening. It was like, whoa. Oh, let's leave Beth's hair out of it. Okay. Yeah. But I might put a little one down here. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I ripped it. Okay, so now I can get rid of these little bits. Well, maybe not that one. Just continue to work on my bits spot. Now, let's get in with the Stabilo. see what happens. Say hello to my little friend. He's getting smaller and smaller, I must say. But don't worry, I have like 4 more of the black ones. I ordered another thing of paper to test out. Just to test to see if I like it. Okay. If I do, I'll let you know. But we're just going to kind of start with what's here. Now let's see. What else is here? All right, this is another stack of stuff that I cut pebbles out of the other day that I haven't put away yet. Let's see what we can perhaps. You know, the Ichthyosaurus dinosaur was done in a light installation, but I think they were blue. So maybe this blue / teal / water should be in here too. This is something from a magazine. I don't know where it was from, but okay. That really pumps up the color, in my opinion. You can't have too much color. Kind of like a wave. What else is in here? Ooh, here's another pretty color. This is from a kid's book, I'm sure. An old kids like encyclopedia or something. I could tell from the paper. And the fact that I know I had those. Is that too big? Perhaps. Okay. Don't know where I'm going, but we'll just find out together. This is going to be a long video, apparently. That's okay. Yesterday's video was for me, and today's video is for me. Yesterday, I couldn't function. Hardly. I could, but I just chose not to. And today, I just need to get messy for therapy. I need messy therapy. Okay. I have these tiny little scraps here. They may not even stay in it, but okay. I think we need color now. Ooh, here's a pretty color. This has gold over here. Maybe I should do something with this. Since it fell into my lap, literally. Okay, that's good. Okay. It may not look like this at all by the time we're done. I don't know. Should I start with a tempera paint stick? I might. Let's do some of my favorite colors. Yellow. You can tell this is one of my favorite ones because it's well loved. Now, I think we need to start connecting this stuff by like doing some circles. Something you might see under a microscope. Science. Now, I do want to do some dots because one of the installations is a light installation and it's got tiny little dots, but it's like in a movie and it rolls across the floor, not the floor, the walls and the ceiling, maybe the floor, but it's in the shape of, you know how when you see blackbirds and they fly together and they're kind of like a ballet in the sky? This is kind of like what that is, but it's the shape of Ichthyosaurus. It's really cool. That's some of the art that was brought in from a guy in LA. I hope his house is okay. But I kind of want little dots, something to represent those dots. That's not what they look like in the installation, but that's what they're going to look like here. And again, they may be in the final thing. I'm not sure. They may not be. I'm just tapping this thing on here. Whatever shape comes, comes. Now, at times, I'm tempted to leave more white. I still like this mint chocolate chip color. I haven't done anything with that for a little bit. Oh, yeah, yes. Because Dina Wigley says leave white. Maybe not today. Not today, Dina. Oh, I know what I wanted to do with the black stabilo. I wanted to repeat these symbols. It might be too late. I wanted to do them kind of big, but not recognizable per se. Okay, just like that. There's AU. Not Arizona University. Gold. AG is not Texas Aggies. It is silver. Okay, we're going to do it like this. Sometimes you have to equate everything to football. Now, there's a lot of black in this corner, but we'll just see what happens. Okay, I like that. Because now I know that it's still in there. And the black parts of it will show for one way or another. Okay, let's just get out some paint and see what happens. I'm a little nervous, but if I do it on the jelly plate, I don't have control, and that's good. I'm thinking I'm going to go with this lime green. And my water is filthy. I saw somebody on Instagram yesterday in an effort to not use a jelly plate. They were using a silicone baking sheet, which is not unlike these. I'm like, that's genius too. But I kind of want to put some motion in my ocean here, which is not really working, but maybe I can. Ooh, that looks kind of like a cell under a microscope. All right. I don't know what this is going to look like, but I don't want control. It might be too light. Can I add a little bit of dark green and light green? Make it kind of like a Kelly green. Oh, I like that better. Okay. It just is visible. Whether it remains visible, I don't know, but it's currently visible. Kind of like the idea of this looking like, you know, cells under a microscope. More science. What's that song about science? From the 80s. I remember what that song is. Oh, that's going to bug me. All right, now, I think I want a little bit up here too. Is it in at Halloween? Something about science. I'm really thinking pink, which I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not. Or do I start blocking stuff out? All right, let's look back. I got a paintbrush in my mouth, sorry. Let's look back and see what. Oh, I love the bones. Gold. It's too late for pebbles. We got words. We could knock some of this back and then put stuff on top of it, like I did with the little flowers and the rocks. Oh, I love this one. See, we're doing light pink. We're doing light pink again because I love that light pink. And if y'all are cringing, I'm sorry. I don't have enough room here. Somehow my camera keeps moving this way a little bit more and a little bit more every day. And I'm in the corner over here. Okay, white and pink. Make a light pink. Not a lot, just a little. With a big brush. I like big brushes and I cannot lie. Okay, let's see. That might be a little too Barbie for me. Could Barbie be a scientist? Of course she could. But not on Thursday. Or Friday for y'all. And it might get a little grungy as I go. I think I'm just going to start backing stuff out. Should I have something in between these pages? Why, yes, I should. But alas, I don't. I'm not thinking about it. And this might dry a little bit more transparent than it is appearing now. That was a complete and utter not stopping to think moment. I want to leave some of the science in here. Okay. It needs to dry. It's not as light pink as I would wish. Try to go over it with white a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. I'm doing a little bit of a lightening of this load here. Too much, too pink. My husband's phone messed up yesterday. He broke it. The screen. He doesn't know how either. All of a sudden it cracked. Not cracked, but like looked like it had a bullet in it in the corner and it wouldn't come on. Supposed to be getting a new screen today. Okay, we're going to leave that because it shows some of the dark, some of the light, some of the science. We're leaving it. We're leaving it. None of my polka dots remain. I think I might come in when it's dry and add polka dots on top, because I do want those to be there. Because that kind of reverts back to the video that I saw where this all started. This rabbit trail, a good rabbit trail. But a couple places the black is like in there. I kind of want to smear the black in there. I'm going to let it dry. I'll be back. I don't know when the camera stopped recording. Okay. A lot has happened. I found some more paper. I know, go figure. I just went through a huge stack of it, but the camera cut off, so we're just going to pretend like it didn't happen anyhow. The people are here. There's a very pouty four-legged animal in here. I found this is gorgeous for this journal. I picked out some that I could use in this journal. Then I have this whole huge stack of deli paper, so that always comes in handy. But I found a couple like magazine papers that I've painted, and we haven't used some of these lately. This is like Christmas stationery that I never used, so I painted on the back of it. But some of this I could be, oh, this is pretty. I could use perhaps in this journal. And this, this belongs in this journal, I think. But it was a time when there was a lady from the Netherlands. I don't know if she still is around. If she is, hello, Annabelle, hello. But she was making these, and I'm like, she was just tearing holes and stuff. Instead of painting circles, you create circles. But then I kind of made it look like it had blue edges. But, oh, that's pretty. Okay. All right, what were we going to do with this now? Maybe put some stuff on it like this one. Maybe cut out like this green right here. I don't know what, but I like this. Where's my pink one? There's black on top of it. Maybe I'll go around. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around these edges. I love this. It reminds me of the pink ladies from Greece. If you know Greece. You know the pink ladies. What is this one? Oh, yeah, science. Science meets art. Some of the science factor in here could be like the reaction of water to this. Okay, I think the AU is under here. I might go over it with a pen and put AU back on top. All right, this is black. And this is just a regular ink pen. I think this will be okay. Just really scratchy, so it's kind of there and kind of not. And then there's AG. And ichthyosaurus, I see it, some of it under here. I see Triassic under here. So I'm going to leave that like that because that's science. Some of the chemical reactions to the water to the stabilo is a chemical science. And then the art is the stuff on top. I'm leaving it. I like it. I need to perhaps work on my room a little bit more, but all I'm doing is kind of taking some boxes that I have stuff stashed in and saying, okay, you can unstash this now. You stashed it for 15 years. You've never looked at it. The time has come. And it's just like old travel stuff or mementos from past marriage, which was more than 30 years ago. So hello. I know. But I like this a lot. Totally different. Okay. Uh-oh. Where's that piece of paper that goes in here? Uh-oh. I've moved so much stuff around. I don't know where I found all my foreign language newspapers, which I love. I think I lost my little paper. So I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. It's in here somewhere under gallons of stuff. Okay. Instead of rambling continuously, I think I'm just going to cut all this off, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.